What up, fly? What up, fly? Player one. I keep my head up, even though niggas hate on it. Ranked up, even though niggas hate on it. Bad bitch, no exotic. I'm a flick. Nah, I'm a flick on that shit. Keep it 100, even though niggas hate on it. I got my bank up, can't make no slip up. I got my shit up, bitch your bitch fuck. But I got my head up, even though niggas hate on it. That's that ranked up, even though niggas hate on it. Flexing like no broke nigga, I don't want no smoke with ya. I'ma hit my bros nigga, smoking on this dope nigga. High as hell, talking about some shit to stay woke nigga. I'm a beast, I'm a go-getter. Hit me on my celly cell, little baby was really real. I got bangers, I know slangers, I can set the tone well. I done been tapped in, this chaos mob, that Schleemville. Deadly with the poison, toss some hoes for the thorns. Got that brimming with this crippin', I be limping when I'm toting. Niggas ain't really him, Greg Oden. Staying hard, but nigga, you don't own it. Kill it. I ain't sending no condolence. Real street nigga, I ain't worried about no action. Half of the time, these fucking niggas, they be acting. I be about that guap, other than hats, I ain't capping. Nigga hit my line if you want that static. I keep my head up, even though niggas hate on it. Ranked up, even though niggas hate on it. Bad bitch, no exotic. I'm a flick. Nah, I'm a flick on that shit. Keep it 100, even though niggas hate on it. I got my bank up, can't make no slip up. I got my shit up, bitch your bitch fuck. But I got my head up, even though niggas hate on it. That's that ranked up, even though niggas hate on it.
You know I'm ranked up, had to get my weight up. Kick shade on me, no shape up. Don't take no short fuck pay cut. Big Mac on me, no makeup. Don't love no Jose straight slut. Sip purple Sprite out gas cups. Don't play by me, get fast up, nigga. Whole pack is sticky on me, you know that shit is dank. Bad Spanish mommy with me, she bout to blow the bank. 2K and Mary Jeans, that shit y'all rock be fake. Can't keep a hold of me, I keep upgrading rank. Oh, big jet shit, y'all niggas know what's going on. Boom! Got my guy LUCCI in this fucking spot. 2020 vision, nigga. Foot on that soul, fucking pussy.
I keep my head up, even though niggas hate on it. Ranked up, even though niggas hate on it. Bad bitch, no exotic. I'm a flick. Nah, I'm a flick on that shit.
Right, what it do, what it is, what it ain't. It's your boy KM LUCCI. You're tuned in, tapped in, about to get it going, get it cracking. We got a cool little reaction today. It's popping. I got lucky. My girl, she's out with the family. They all went to the res, you know what I'm saying, for a dinner. Oh, cool. I'll post up at the house center. Ain't nothing against it, you know what I'm saying? All love, but today I'm missing out. By choice, not by force. But yeah, man, just with some free time, I feel like I can get it in on this YouTube channel, get it booming and get it banging, you know what I'm saying? Trying to progress, trying to get better at doing this shit, you know what I'm saying? We got a story today on Tiffany Valentine. Tiffany Valentine is the wife, the bride of Chucky, but this is the origin. I guess they got her from some real life shit. I guess she was like was a real like Annabelle type shit. You feel me? I don't know too much of the gist though. I didn't watch it. First time watching it is gonna be now. You and experiencing it with me. You gonna experience it with me. So you know what I'm saying? Like Chris Brown said, get like me. Twist up some. You feel me? Get cordial, you know what I'm saying? Get calm, cool, collected. And we about to tune in, man. Tune in, tap in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Show your boy some love. Don't forget to show your boy some love, man. You know what I'm saying?
Something far more disturbing. The truth behind the murderous bride of Chucky has been deliberately obscured, hidden in sealed records, and dismissed as folklore. But the evidence is there, if you look closely enough. Most assume Tiffany Valentine is nothing more than fiction, a character created to sell movie tickets. They're wrong.
That's why I got out of it. Especially that weak ass one with Redman. I never would have thought too much up to the dog.
The true story is far more terrifying than anything Hollywood could invent. In 1958, in the small manufacturing town of Hackensack, New Jersey, police responded to a domestic
Lame-ass name,
disturbance at 411 Elm Street. What they discovered would haunt them for decades. The Valentine family home stood eerily quiet when officers arrived. Too quiet. The front door was ajar. Inside, officers discovered the bodies of Harold and Margaret Valentine, their throats slashed with surgical precision. Their daughter, Tiffany, was nowhere to be found. The case file, still partially sealed to this.
That's crazy. Being a police officer, it gotta be different. I feel like if you was out on the field, if you was a police officer, you was out on the field like that, you need psychic evaluation every 5 to 10 years, maybe even every 5 to 7 years, because you see some shit, bro. Like, imagine you get a call, you got a call about a disturbance over at a house at nighttime, late night, right? You pull up to that bitch, you and your partner go to the door, do your regular procedure, do. Such police, we got a call over there, yada yada, however they do that shit, right? And you don't get no answer, no nothing, but it's an urgent call. Nigga, I'm getting the fuck, bro. I can't. I'm sorry, bro. I ain't no bitch, right? Like, cause I feel like this is contradictory to my pride and my ego. You feel me? I'm not a bitch, bro. I'm a nigga that's gonna take it in. You know what I'm saying? Win, lose, or draw. I'm not no bitch, bro. But when it comes to certain things in life, I'm just not finna participate in or even just like give my energy to. And something like that, I would never give my energy to, of finding justice or finding peace for this person. That's why I'm not a police officer. That's why that's not my job title. That's not my role. I care about me and mine for shit show. But I'm one of those, you know, if a ghost got you, goddamn, stop calling me, nigga. Busy. If a ghost got you, if a serial killer got you, if a great force has you, you're fucked. You know what I'm saying? You're fucked. You're fucked. Unless I got a gun and there's an opportunity or a moment that I could save you, you know what I'm saying? I don't look back. You know, we're not getting turned into a pillar of salt. I'm not looking back. If I can avoid the danger, you feel me? When it get epic like that, I'll catch a pay, I'll get out there, you know what I'm saying? I'll do the Dougie, man. I'll do the Dougie. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. But I'm not here to be in a scary movie or be a hero in a newspaper over some shit that was like, has some shit on it. You feel me? Know your place.
Day describes a scene of methodical violence, not frenzied, not emotional, cold, calculated, precise. Blood spatter analysis indicated the killer took their time, moving deliberately between victims. Harold was killed first, while reading his evening newspaper. Margaret was found in the kitchen, a half-prepared dinner still on the counter. Neither had defensive wounds. They never saw it coming, but it's what investigators found in Tiffany's bedroom that truly disturbed them. A collection of dolls. Dozens of them, not arranged on shelves or displayed as normal collections would be. They were positioned throughout the room in tableaus depicting violent scenes, primitive crime scenes crafted by a disturbed mind. The police photos.
Yeah, she probably kicked it by herself a lot. Yeah, it's like those old ladies that got a house full of cats. That's the beginning. House full of dolls.
Briefly available
and no friends.
In the county archives before being mysteriously removed in 1976 showed dolls with pins pushed through their plastic bodies. Tiny
Never mind, that's voodoo.
nooses around miniature necks. Doll heads removed and placed in meticulous circles. Detective Frank Morris wrote in his report, "In my 17 years of police work, I have never witnessed such a deliberate display of psychological disturbance. The Valentine girl requires immediate psychiatric evaluation upon apprehension." But Tiffany Valentine was never apprehended. She simply vanished. Age 16, blonde, petite, described by neighbors as unusually intense and oddly mature for her age. The manhunt lasted 3 months before being downgraded. By 1960, the case was considered cold. What the official records don't mention, what was deliberately omitted, were the witness statements.
That wouldn't have gone down like that if it was during modern times. They didn't have that much technology. There's a whole bunch of shit that niggas got away with back then, bro. It was more danger living in the like 1940s, the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. So dangerous. So no cell phones, no computers. It was all maps. What's it called? If you had a phone, I believe you had a house phone. These are the dials, nigga. Get the one in. Yes, yes, sir, I need help. Okay. Like, what the fuck? And bro, like, if you're calling the police, they didn't have the trackers back then, my nigga. You had to literally tell them. If you didn't tell them the address of where you were, if you got killed at mid-call, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. You feel me? Like, yeah, bro, so dangerous.
3 separate neighbors
And niggas was outside. Out of all that shit. And look, niggas was outside.
reported seeing Tiffany Valentine standing motionless in her front yard at 3:17 a.m., hours after the estimated time of her parents' deaths. All 3 described her wearing a white...
Shit was so cool then, though, bro. Back then, bro, that's why niggas had block parties, gatherings, your neighbors, everybody, you knew your neighbors from next door to all the way down the block. You know what I'm saying? If your parents needed babysitters, they go to their neighbors and shit. You got your ass whipped by your neighbors, and then they come and tell your parents after they whipped your ass why they whipped your ass, and then you got an ass whooping from your parents because they had to whoop your ass because you ain't got no sense outside of their house. You know, this regular shit back in the day. And it's like crazy because the more technology and the more like awareness that people get from kids getting kidnapped, raped, killings, you know, just miscellaneous bullshit. But now niggas don't even want to talk to their neighbor. You know what I'm saying? Like me personally, it's weird to me. I asked my neighbor yesterday for a measuring cup because we just moved into this apartment. But what's it called? So yeah, I couldn't find a measuring cup. We got one, but I couldn't find the bitch. So I asked my neighbor if I could use one or whatever. I still don't know her name. You feel me? Like it's weird to me, bro. Like, and I feel like I would be I told all my neighbors my name. Oh, you know what I'm saying? First and last name, and they just, oh, okay. I'm like, what? Nah, nigga, what's your name? You feel me? Because we got kids, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the era where, nigga, like, if you go to Vegas for the weekend, nigga, my neighbors is watching the apartment. My neighbors is watching the cribs, all that shit, bro. Because the community is the police for us. The neighborhood watches the police for us, nigga. We know who nasty because the community told us, nigga. We know who fucking up because the community told us, nigga. Who doing the dope, nigga? All the way to whose kids bad as fuck. You feel me? All the way to whose kids need to get their ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? It's all community shit. So it's like it's just I don't know. Shit
nightgown,
different.
splattered with blood. All 3 described her smiling. Not one of them called the police until morning. When interviewed, each neighbor gave the same disturbing explanation for their silence. I thought I was dreaming. She couldn't have been real. She looked like a doll. The investigation stalled. Tiffany Valentine became a ghost story. A local legend told the frightened teenagers. The Valentine house remained empty, the property tied up in legal complications. No relatives came forward to claim it. No one wanted it. It sat abandoned, windows gathering dust, paint peeling in the New Jersey weather. Locals crossed the street to avoid walking directly past it. Years later, 1967, Chicago, Illinois. A series of unusual murders baffled police. 6 victims over 4 months, all killed in their homes. All with the same signature, throats cut with surgical precision.
Damn.
No signs of forced entry. Nothing stolen. The only connection...
She was swindling these niggas. Pulled up looking like Betty Boop. Cut your throat by the end of the night.
Between victims, each had recently purchased an antique porcelain doll from the same estate sale. Lead Detective Raymond Sullivan noted something unusual about each crime scene. Every victim had a doll positioned near their body, not the antique dolls they had purchased. These were different. Cheap plastic dolls with blonde hair. Each doll's face had been crudely altered with what appeared to be makeup. Red lipstick smeared across plastic lips. Dark eyeshadow roughly applied. The report described them as attempting to appear adult, even seductive, in a disturbing amateurish way.
I wonder if that's where they got the whole idea of the Chucky series from anyways. Like, not even the bitch, but just like Chucky himself. Cause I'm a fan of Child's Play. But that's crazy. I wonder if this is where they got the whole concept. Cause you remember, Chucky originally was a grown man. He was a thief type nigga, I guess, or whatever. I remember he was running from the police officers. He was shooting out. He had a shootout, running for the police officers, ran into a store, And then he already knew this evil satanic cult shit to switch his body shit. He already knew that whole thing. He was looking for somebody, but he couldn't find a person. So he ran into, like, when he ran into the store and he was shooting out with the police officer, he ran into these Chucky dolls, and when he grabbed Chucky, that's how the movie comes about. So I wonder if they got that shit from this stuff.
Sullivan made the connection to the Valentine murders, requesting the files from Hackensack PD. 2 days after receiving them, Sullivan disappeared. His car was found abandoned at a rest stop outside Gary, Indiana. The driver's seat was soaked in blood. His body was never recovered. The case files he had been reviewing vanished from the evidence room. The investigation was reassigned, redirected, and eventually closed, as unsolved. A pattern was emerging. Anyone who noticed
Still wasn't no technology like that. They couldn't put up on
the
nothing.
connection seemed to disappear. In 1970, criminology student Rebecca Chen wrote her thesis on what she called the Valentine pattern, ritualistic murders connected to dolls and childish obsessions.
Yeah.
3 weeks after submitting her work to the university, Chen was found dead in her apartment. Official cause of death: suicide. Her thesis disappeared from university archives.
Wow. She got in too deep, nigga.
Her professor denied ever receiving it. When pressed by Chen's parents, he claimed he had never had a student by that name, despite her name appearing in class rosters and yearbooks. Someone was erasing the pattern. Someone was protecting a secret.
Hell yeah.
Meanwhile, sightings continued. A woman matching Tiffany Valentine's description, petite, blonde, now in her late 20s but still described as having an unsettling, youthful appearance, was reported in connection with toy stores and doll manufacturers across the country.
See, look, it's fucked up because I'm in the house by myself now. You might see me looking back a couple times, nigga. I'll be getting a little spooked.
Security cameras at a Kansas City toy factory captured a blonde woman breaking in after hours
My name KM LUCCI though, not Spooky J.
in 1973. The footage, reviewed by night security, showed her wandering the assembly lines, touching the dolls' faces, talking to them. When guards arrived to investigate, she was gone. The security tape went missing the next day. The guard who viewed it was found in the factory parking lot, throat slashed, a blonde doll clutched in his lifeless hand. The pattern continued through the 1970s. Murders, always with the same signature, always with dolls positioned at the scene, always followed by missing evidence and derailed investigations. The few law enforcement officials who recognized the pattern learned to keep quiet. Those who didn't disappeared or died under mysterious circumstances.
Of course.
In 1978, private investigator Jack Newberry began tracking the Valentine case independently after his sister became one of the victims in Denver. His journal, discovered in a storage unit in 1992 after his disappearance, documented a disturbing theory. Newberry believed Tiffany Valentine wasn't simply killing. She was searching for something, or someone. She moves from toy store to toy manufacturer to collector's shops, he wrote. She's looking for a specific doll. She believes this doll contains something she lost, something she needs. She speaks to these dolls as if they can understand her, as if they're alive.
I hope they caught this bitch.
Newberry tracked her to a Good Guy doll manufacturing plant in New Hampshire. His journal entries become increasingly paranoid in these final pages.
Damn.
He describes being followed, watched. He believes Valentine knows he's tracking her. His final entry, dated November 9th, 1988, reads
right.
simply, "She's not alone anymore. She found him." 3 days later, the Good Guy doll factory experienced what official records call an industrial accident. A massive explosion destroyed the east wing of the facility, killing 7 workers. Security footage, partially recovered from the damaged surveillance system, showed a blonde woman entering the factory after hours. She wasn't alone. The grainy footage shows her carrying what appears to be a doll, a male doll with red hair. The official investigation cited a
Why did they make a movie about this?
gas leak as the cause of the explosion. The security footage was sealed by court order and never made public.
All these origin movies that niggas be making now, like you seen the Mike Myers movie they made, the Halloween movie by Rob Zombie, like where they show like when Mike Myers was a kid and some more shit, and that shit hard. Like they should have made one about this. You know what I'm saying? Like show like such and such is The Bride of Chucky. You know what I'm saying? Or some the such and such as origins of Chucky. And it really be, yeah. Yeah. That right there will go hard.
Detective leading the investigation resigned unexpectedly 2 weeks later and moved out of state, leaving no forwarding address. For several years, the pattern went cold. No murders matching the signature. No sightings of the mysterious blonde woman. Some investigators speculated that Tiffany Valentine had died in the factory explosion. They were wrong. She was evolving. In 1991, police departments in 6 different states began receiving strange reports. Violent crimes, not just murders now, but armed robberies, carjackings, assaults, committed by what witnesses described as a small person, or more disturbingly, a doll come to life. These reports were uniformly dismissed.
Hey, when Chucky was running, I still be clowning with Sierra, bro. When Chucky was running, nigga, that boy was a little midget, nigga. You see just bubble. Hey, fast though. Little nigga fast.
As witness hysteria or hallucination. The officers who took them seriously were reprimanded or reassigned. But the patterns were unmistakable to those paying attention. The crimes were becoming more public, more brazen. And now there were always 2 perpetrators described, a female and a male, both unusually small, both described as moving in jerky, unnatural ways, both leaving behind signature taunts, a lipstick kiss mark on mirrors at crime scenes from her, knife carvings with distinctive patterns from him. Former Detective Carlos Ramirez, who had worked the Chicago murders back in the 60s, came out of retirement to independently investigate. His self-published monograph, The Valentine Conspiracy, appeared briefly in 1993 before being withdrawn from publication due to what the small press called legal concerns. The few copies that circulated contained photographs comparing knife wounds from murders across 4 decades, all with the identical pattern, all matching the wounds that killed Tiffany Valentine's parents in 1958. These aren't copies.
She didn't kill so much. I forgot about the parents. I forgot about she been a killer since 16, P.
Copycat killings, Ramirez wrote.
It's the 90s now. They got technology up now. It's not like it is 2026, but it's the 1990s, bro. They got their fingerprinting and all that shit. Yeah. Drop of blood, nigga, hair follicle, all that shit. They got that shit already. So, I mean, yeah, like, she's a killer. She's a cold Tony.
This is the same killer, unchanging across decades. Either Valentine found a protege who perfectly mimics her technique, or something impossible is happening, something no one wants to acknowledge. Ramirez was found dead in his home 3 weeks after publication. Official cause of death, heart attack. The medical examiner noted only that his facial expression showed extreme terror, and that rigor mortis had fixed his finger pointing toward the closet.
That should be scary as fuck, nigga. One of them closets behind me open up. These people, little motherfuckers.
When officers checked the closet, they found nothing unusual. Just a child's doll with blonde hair, which they assumed belonged to his grandchildren. The doll was not logged into evidence. It disappeared. By the mid-1990s, the pattern had become impossible for certain authorities to ignore, even as official investigations were repeatedly shut down. A specialized unit within the FBI's Behavioral Analysis Unit began collecting data unofficially. The agents called themselves the Toy Box, a gallows humor reference to their focus. They worked after hours without authorization, gathering evidence that their superiors refused to acknowledge. What they discovered was chilling. The Valentine killings followed a pattern tied to doll manufacturing and distribution. New murder sprees would begin shortly after limited edition dolls were released, or after toy companies changed ownership, or after large collections of vintage dolls were sold at estate auctions. The killings would move geographically, following the doll distribution. In 1996,
you see all them red dots? That bitch went from the East Coast. She started moving west. I hope they found this bitch. Oh, I hope they found this bitch.
4 members of the unofficial
It's 1996 now.
FBI unit traveled to a doll convention in New Orleans, following their pattern analysis. All 4 disappeared from their hotel rooms overnight. Their belongings were left behind. Their rental car remained in the parking lot. The convention center's security cameras showed nothing unusual, except for a 3-minute period of static at 3:17 a.m. When the footage resumed, nothing appeared changed. But the agents were never seen again. The hotel room showed no signs of struggle. The only unusual element noted by the crime scene technicians, a distinct scent of burnt plastic and the faint impression of small footprints in the hallway carpet, as if a child had stepped in something wet and walked through. But there were no children registered on that floor. The remaining members of the unofficial FBI unit were disbanded, reassigned to different departments across the country. Their files were confiscated. Their investigations labeled unauthorized and wasteful. Their careers stalled. The year 1998 marked a disturbing new chapter. Hollywood released a horror film featuring a murderous doll named Chucky and his bride, a character named Tiffany Valentine. The filmmakers claimed the character was fictional. They denied any knowledge of the real Tiffany Valentine or the decades of murders associated with her name. But the similarities were impossible to ignore for those who knew the true pattern. The question that haunted the few remaining investigators aware of the Valentine case: was this movie a coincidence or something more sinister? A deliberate attempt to fictionalize a real horror.
Hell yeah, but the thing is, my nigga, like, y'all not saying, did they catch this bitch? Because I'm in my head right now, and I promise you I got me some indica. This is not a sativa. But this shit right here, bro, holy shit. Yeah, man, what the fuck? Did they catch this bitch? I gotta stop chiefing. I hope they caught this bitch.
To make any future evidence seem like the ravings of moviegoers with overactive imaginations.
That sounds like some government shit.
Former FBI analyst Diana Mitchell, one of the last members of the disbanded Toy Box unit, began researching connections between the film production company and the unsolved murders. Her research notes, shared with trusted colleagues, revealed something disturbing. 3 members of the film's production team had family connections to victims in the Valentine murder series. The screenwriter's aunt had been killed in Chicago in 1967. The producer's college roommate was one of the missing FBI agents. The director's father had worked at the Good Guy doll factory that exploded in 1988. When confronted privately, all 3 denied knowledge of these connections. All 3 claimed these were coincidences. All 3 became hostile and threatened legal action if Mitchell continued her investigation. 2 weeks after making these inquiries, Mitchell's
You fucked off the help that you had to survive?
apartment caught fire while she slept. Her body...
This here should have been made into a movie. This here is fucking active.
Was recovered, badly
I am fucked up right now.
burned. Fire investigators determined the blaze originated from a faulty electrical outlet in her living room, where a television had been left on, playing a VHS tape of the movie in question. The tape had melted in the heat, fusing with the VCR. What the official report doesn't mention is what Mitchell's neighbor told the responding officers before being discouraged from making a formal statement. She reported seeing 2 small figures leaving Mitchell's apartment shortly before the fire broke out. When pressed to describe them, she became confused, saying only, "They moved funny, like they weren't real people at all." Since the film's release, a disturbing trend has emerged. After each new movie in the franchise, a new cluster of murders occurs, mimicking the signature style of the Valentine killings from decades past. Law enforcement dismisses them as copycat killings inspired by the films, but the pattern remains consistent with murders that predated the movies by decades. More disturbing still are the reports from film sets.
Should have did this video while I'm here, Dololo, bro. Fuck, man. I'm finishing this shit for y'all, for real. Fuck with me, man. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm watching the rest of this for y'all because I shouldn't have watched this by myself.
Production assistants on multiple sequels have reported dolls moving between takes when no one was touching them. Props disappearing and reappearing in different positions. Strange laughter heard from empty rooms. These stories are dismissed as film set superstitions, publicity stunts, or crew pranks. But crew members who press the issue too firmly tend to leave production suddenly, sometimes disappearing altogether.
Right.
In 2007, film student Jessica Wu
We're still going?
began production on a documentary titled The Real Tiffany Valentine, after discovering newspaper clippings about the original 1958 murders. 3 weeks into filming, all of Wu's research materials and footage disappeared from her apartment.
Bro, this is the same shit 40 years later.
Her computer's
nigga.
hard drive was wiped clean. When she reported the break-in to police, they found no signs of forced entry. Nothing else was taken. Not her expensive camera equipment, not her cash, not her credit cards. Just everything related to Tiffany Valentine. Wu persisted, starting her research from scratch. 2 months later, she was found in her editing room, throat slashed, surrounded by doll parts arranged in a ritual circle. Security cameras showed no one entering or leaving the
Now it's 3 of them.
building. Her body was discovered by a classmate who reported seeing a message written in lipstick on the mirror. "Don't tell my story, I tell yours." The investigation went nowhere. Wu's death was eventually attributed to an unknown assailant, likely some deranged fan of the horror franchise taking things too far. Her research notes and any footage she had reconstructed vanished from police evidence within a week. The pattern continues to this day. After each film release, each television adaptation, each new piece of merchandise, the murders begin again. Different cities, different victims, same signature, same mysterious dolls left at crime scenes, same investigative dead ends. Those who notice the pattern and speak too loudly about it disappear. Their evidence
Leave that bitch alone. I got it.
vanishes. Their concerns are dismissed. Their deaths are explained away. The few who recognize the truth learn to stay quiet, to investigate in shadows, to share information only with those they absolutely trust. What's happening defies rational explanation. How could a teenage girl who disappeared in 1958 still be killing today, unchanged, unaged? How could dolls move, kill, live? The logical mind rejects these possibilities. That's what makes the cover-up so effective. The truth is too impossible to believe. But consider this. The original Tiffany Valentine was obsessed with dolls. She created elaborate scenes of violence with them. What if she found a way to transfer herself into them? What if the dolls she's searching for,
What you think, nigga? Ain't no old bitch moving like that.
collecting, killing, for what
My daughter can't have no more dolls, bro. It's a wrap. It's over. They fucked it up for my daughter, bro.
if they're vessels? What if she's not
And my son, he limited action figures now. Nigga, you playing with Hot Wheels. That's it, though, P. We building race car tracks and fucking with race cars. And fucking with no action figures,
alone
man.
anymore? The doll collections of every Valentine victim
I'm scared.
have disappeared. The dolls at the crime scenes vanish from evidence
This shit
rooms.
got me.
The pattern suggests not just murder, but collection, gathering, a family being built, one plastic body at a time. Reports from the few witnesses who survived encounters describe the dolls speaking, moving, exhibiting distinct personalities. The male doll, the one that appears after 1988, is described as aggressive, profane, impulsive. The female, Tiffany, is calculated, seductive, methodical. Together they're seeking something, building something, a family
I
perhaps,
shouldn't have watched this
a
shit.
legacy. The most recent cluster of killings began in January 2024, following the announcement of yet another film in the franchise. 6 murders across 4 states. All victims had purchased collectible dolls from the film series. All were killed in the signature style, throats slashed with surgical precision. All had dolls positioned near their bodies. Not the collectibles they had purchased, but different dolls. Dolls with crude alterations, with added scars, with clothing made from scraps of the victim's own garments. Police found footprints at each scene. Small footprints that experts claimed belonged to either a very small adult or a child. The stride pattern was described as unusual and mechanical, as if something was mimicking human movement without fully understanding it. The most recent victim, Thomas Chambers of Portland, Oregon, was found just 3 months ago.
Nigga, they out here, nigga. Fuck. They are out here, nigga. Fuck. I gotta move, dog. We gotta pack the fuck up. We have got to pack the fuck up. Nigga, you know shit be going down on the res, my nigga. We are down the street from the fucking res. They're out here, nigga. Fuck. Hold up, y'all. Yeah, fuck all that. Yeah, fuck all that. Nigga gotta. Hey, yeah, I leaving the camera on. Yeah. You feel me, nigga? I'm about to go grab my gun in a minute. I'm about to go grab my motherfucking pistol, bro. I swear to God. I'm gonna grab my pistol.
His security system captured something the others hadn't. A brief glimpse of two small figures entering his home at
Shit.
3:17 a.m. The footage is grainy, distorted by what appears to be electrical interference. But for 3 frames, you can clearly see them. 2 dolls moving independently. 1 blonde female in a wedding dress. 1 red-haired male in overalls. Both looking directly at the camera. Both smiling. The footage was confiscated by federal agents who refused to identify their department. The local police were instructed to close the case. The security company that maintained Chambers' system had its servers seized the following day.
Long story short, they have not caught these motherfuckers.
Every copy of the footage disappeared, except one. The clip circulated briefly on obscure internet forums before being systematically removed from every platform. Those who shared it reported strange phone calls afterward.
My neighbors.
Voices that sounded distorted, plastic,
on alert.
artificial,
I'm on alert.
always with the same message. This isn't your story to tell. Their accounts were suspended. Their posts disappeared. Many of them stopped posting altogether. The few who persisted received packages in the mail, small boxes with no return address. Inside each box, a doll with its throat slashed and a note reading simply, "You're next." The pattern is accelerating. The killings are becoming more frequent. The dolls are becoming bolder, less concerned with concealing their impossible nature. It's as if they want to be seen now. They want their story told, but only on their terms, only in the way they control.
Let's take your ass to Washington or California, bro. The fuck out of Oregon, bro. We ain't got nothing for you. Let my kids live, please. I worked hard to get to where I'm at. You know, let me have been this 5 to 7 years ago. You could do your Dougie, and we just gonna see who gonna win. But now I got shit to live for now. Just go to California or go to Washington. Go to Canada or go to Mexico. Oh, man.
What began with Tiffany
Like, do you think a bullet gonna beat these motherfucking dogs? I'm keeping it so 100. Do you think that a bullet will beat one of these motherfuckers? I don't even care to know about. I don't want to know. I don't want to know any more about you. I don't do no research, nothing. One and done. When it's done, we're done talking about you, baby girl. Okay? Next nigga. The next nigga. Not me. The next nigga.
Valentine in 1958 has evolved into something beyond human comprehension. Not just a killer,
Hold on, y'all. Yeah. Yeah, we can't have no dolls out here. You know what I'm saying? We can't
but a
have no
legend taking
dolls
physical form.
out
Not
here.
just a doll, but something living inside it, animating it, multiplying through it. I've spent years tracking this case, gathering evidence that disappears, interviewing witnesses who later recant their statements or disappear entirely. I've watched as authorities systematically erase any connection between murders spanning 7 decades. I've seen careers destroyed and lives ended when people get too close to the truth. Why am I telling you this now? Because the pattern suggests you're already part of it. You're watching this. You're learning their story. According to the pattern, that makes you a potential vessel, a potential victim.
I hate this nigga, man. I'm taking this shit off, bro. I'm so sorry about that, y'all. This nigga done fucked me up, bro. I'll make another video. I'm gonna upload another video. This nigga's full of shit. I'm not a fan of that shit. Yeah, he fucked me up. I'm gonna be looking behind me for about 2 hours. I'm gonna be looking behind me for like two. Like right now, I'm looking behind me. Even though I'm looking right at I'm looking right behind me. Like right now, I see a pink fucking basketball hoop and nothing better move next to it. You know what I'm saying? The little bears, the little dolls right there, the Moanas right there. Yeah, yeah. Do it. We're not doing that. But that shit is scary than a motherfucking Tiffany Valentine. Hey, look, check this out. That right there in itself needs to be a movie. It needs to be a movie. If what he's saying is real, then I understand why it's not a movie right now. I understand that completely. But damn, did that shit scare the fuck out of me, man. Spooked like a mug, bro. No cap. Thank you for tuning in, tapping in. Just make sure you like, comment, leave a comment, and subscribe, man. And when you subscribe, hit the bell so you can get every time I drop. I'm coming with some content. I'm trying to keep building my shit. So far so good. So yeah, man, just like that. I hit you with another one later.